Good morning, how are y'all? Today I just wanted to do a quick tutorial for y'all on some contouring with our Senegence products. So I actually am barefaced. I haven't really put anything on yet, so I just want to get started and show y'all what I use. I tend to have puffy eyes in the morning, so I use our dark circle eye treatment, which helps with circles, under eye, those dark circles you have, and even puffiness. It's going to help reduce all of that. So I always put that on first thing in the morning. Then the next thing I do is the anti-wrinkle treatment that we have. This stuff is amazing, and it just takes a little teeny tiny bit, and I put that all over everywhere. I do need just a tad more. Get it everywhere where you want to not have wrinkles. So I'm especially put it down on my neck as well. Then the next step for me in the morning is our climate control. This is our pure hydration. I always spray this a couple of pumps in my hand, and then I put it all over my face and my neck. And then you're going to want to seal that in. So then I use the Serum C, which is vitamin C, the purest form of vitamin C. You see the little pearls in there. So you just want a little pump of that. Just gonna rub that in everywhere. Also on my neck. Y'all can see probably some of the little spots of white where they have burst once I start rubbing them in. These are gonna help with fading age spots, sunspots. So we all can use an extra little bit of vitamin C. Then the next step is the silk, and this is my primer. So I'm going to put that on next. And that, you want to make sure you get in the lines. It's going to reduce wrinkles and minimize pores. So you want to kind of push that into your skin. Sorry about my nose ring, y'all. There, that's better. All right, so get that all over. That does need to set just a little bit. Then I'm going to apply my concealer under my eye. So this is our color concealer in light. So this is what I use. These are our brand new formulas that just came out a couple of weeks ago. And I always put just a tiny bit on my hand, just to make sure I don't get too much. So then I'll go ahead and pat it under my eyes, again, to kind of conceal those dark circles. And if you have any other spots that you want to conceal, you could just apply. It looks like I got a little thing right there. All right, and then I usually take a brush and then just blend all that in. Very good. Then the next step is my color correcting tinted moisturizer, and y'all, this is what I wear every day as my foundation. So just takes a little bit of that, and I just use my fingers. I know some people like those little triangle things, those, I don't even know what they're called. There's the silicone ones and then the spongy ones. Some people use a brush. Probably goes further if you use a brush, but when I'm in a hurry, I just use my fingers. Just make sure I get it everywhere. Awesome, y'all. See, and the color correcting tinted moisturizer is going to take out any redness in your skin. It's going to even out your skin tone. It's a light sheer coverage, which is why I like it. So it's not really thick and heavy. The next thing I want to do real quick is put on a little bit of pearlizer. I'm going to just dot it right here because this is where I usually wear this. You can also wear it up here, you know, under your brows. You can use it as highlighter. Just gonna give you a nice glowy finish. You can also mix this with your foundation to give you a great youthful glow. Then the next thing I wanna do is go ahead and start looking at some of the contouring. This is what we're talking about today. So I'm gonna use actually the light for highlighting and the dark, or is it called? I think it is called deep. It's called deep, color correcting concealer as my contouring color. So again, I'm going to put just a little dab on my hand. See, just a teeny tiny dot. And then I'm going to take just a little brush and just to contour, I usually put a little up here. Gonna want a little right there. I always put a little on the jawline too. Kind of make my face look a little thinner. And then I don't like my nose because I think it's too fat. So I'm gonna put a little on my nose right there. Kind of just draw a line. Make it look thinner. And then what I'm gonna do, y'all, sorry, I probably should have done the light first, but anyway. Then I just use a brush, a little stippling brush, and go ahead and just blend that in. And this stuff dries pretty fast, so gotta move fast. So I'm just doing the dark areas right now. Look, I can see I still have some up there. I'm actually gonna take my finger, kind of blend it in, because it is drying really fast on me today. Probably because I'm talking too much, and I usually would go a lot faster when I'm putting it on. So I'm just gonna use my finger a little bit. Already, can y'all see how that's gonna be? All right, then I'm going to take the light and I'm going to highlight some areas with the light. So again, just a little bitty drop there, and take another little brush. And I always do some up here. I'm going to do down the center of my nose. And I always do a little here. And I forgot, I usually do dark, which one I do with that brush? Under here too, kind of give you a little line right there. All right, and then I take a brush. Actually, I can use this brush here. See how that makes my nose look thinner already? All right, and I still have that pearlizer on because I haven't put my blush on yet. And so for the blush, I'm using terracotta today. So here's our terracotta. Just on a little, you can either just take it, sometimes I've already been squirting so much out, I can just put a little from the top of the container, or otherwise I squeeze out just a tiny, tiny bit and use my fingers then to put that on. And then you're gonna wanna blend that in. Let's see, that's kind of hard to do with just the phone and not my mirror. There we go. Yeah, it just takes a little bit. See that little highlight where that pearlizer is? That is so pretty. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and use our powder in Natural. It comes in an awesome little container like this because you can actually take it with you in your purse. It's got the brush on the end, so I pound it usually on my bathroom counter that's got like a towel down. And then the powder, I actually use a different brush, but it's all right there in the brush. And then I just put powder all over everything I just did to seal it. Our powders actually absorb oil. I have oil mainly just in my T-zone. I don't have real oily skin, but it's just, it sets your makeup, sets your foundation for the day. If you do need to touch up, like I said, you can carry this awesome container in your purse. Just use a little when you need to. All right, y'all. And since we're here doing this, I'm gonna go ahead and work on my eyes a little bit. Put on some shadow, and I definitely need some brows today. All right, so shadows, one of my go-tos for my base is Sandstone Pearl. Not the shimmer, I like just the regular pearl. And I'm just gonna put a little from the applicator, and I always scrape it off because just like the LipSense, it just takes a teeny tiny bit, so you don't have to use a whole lot. And then I'm gonna take a brush and just go ahead and blend that all over my eye. Lid, over the entire lid. And our shadow scents are amazing. As you can see, they're kind of a cream, and then they dry like a powder. So they're very blendable, very easy to use. And then I wear a lot of shimmer smoked topaz, which is kind of a green. It's really pretty. It's a gray green to me. So then this is what I normally wear in my crease of my eye. And again, I just take a little bit off of the applicator with my brush. And then see, you just kind of go back and forth in that crease like that. And just blend. I always start kind of light, and then if I want it darker, I just get a little more and just can make it darker, especially if I'm going out or, you know, evening time or whatever. Then I do usually go darker with that. Anyway, there's that, and then I might need a little more. But then I use just the regular smoked topaz normally as my liner. And y'all, I just line underneath my eyes and maybe a little on the outside corners. I don't usually do the winged look. Sometimes I think I'm just a little too old for that. Then I have another little smudging brush that I use for that. And then I go up there, and then sometimes, like I said, I do go a little on the outside just to... My eyes are really close together, so I like to put a little dark on the outside to open them up. And sometimes I even put light in the inside corners of my eyes. That will help them look further apart. And talking about the shadows, I don't like to do a real definite crease. I actually like to blend up because as I've gotten older, and as we get older, our eyelids tend to sag. You know, when we're younger, we can see our eyelids. But as we get, when we're younger, yeah, so when we get older, it's just not so good. But anyway, I'm not going to spend time on my eyebrows because it usually show y'all, because it takes me a long time. But I actually use the smoked topaz. I use Candlelight, which is a lighter color. Oh no, actually I use Sandstone Pearl and the Mocha Java. So I actually blend it on the top of a lid, so that way I get the color that I like that goes with my hair color, and then I use, you know, an angled brush, and then I draw them on and fill them in, and then I would finish up with some mascara on the bottom, and then I would put my LipSense on. So I will try to take a picture and post an after picture when I'm done. I hope you learned a few things about highlighting and contouring. Have a good day. Bye.